Hello, people. Yes, it's true. Nicholas Snow and PromoHomo.TV have been suspended from Facebook. Welcome to the snowstorm. It is May 21st at 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and I have all the details coming up. Plus, you'll learn what I'm doing for Pride Month in June. Oh, people. It's true. I've been suspended from Facebook. This all happened on May 4th. I don't know the resolution yet, but I do want you to know that there's something that you can do right now to stay engaged with me, and that is to join my Patreon community. There is a free option. And it's kind of like subscribing to a newsletter, and it's kind of like becoming part of a private social network, and there's some exclusive content there. And of course, if you decide you want to donate, you can do that as well. Not required, but I'm going to have the whole Facebook suspension saga coming up. PromoHomo.TV is a mission-driven online television network now streaming worldwide, spotlighting the people, stories, and culture shaping our LGBTQ+ community. To submit a spotlight, share a story idea, or shop mission-driven merch, visit PromoHomo.TV/empower. That's PromoHomo.TV/empower. Find full episodes on the homepage of PromoHomo.TV. And here we are with the meat and potatoes of the show. Just going to put this up so it's there the whole time. So here I am using Facebook, how I usually use it without issue. And the evening of May 4th, Pacific Daylight Time, I'm minding my own business, and all of a sudden I get this notification stating that my Facebook account has been suspended because of human exploitation. Well, to the best of my knowledge, I've done nothing to exploit humans except myself in the form of 3 million selfies. I know I'm notorious for that, but I go out of my way to follow community standards, and I also do my best to be respectful in the space. And my account has been monetized in good standing. And more importantly, it is an environment where I reach 30,000 to 50,000 people every month through sharing posts, interactions, engagements, reels, videos, images. You know the drill. So on the evening of May 4th, I get this notice, and I immediately go through a 2 or 3 button process to get to an appeals page. It asked me to then record a video of my face so it can prove that I am the person that is associated with the page. So to the best of my knowledge, well, actually, I know for a fact, my public Facebook page, not my personal profile, but my public Facebook page is still accessible. It's still available. It's still there. And as a matter of fact, people are messaging me there, and they're assuming that I'm getting the messages, but I'm not. I get notifications, but I have no access to the page. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you the message that I see now every single time I go to Facebook. And I'm going to tell you what's next. But first, I want to thank the people that make this show possible right now. I want to thank you for watching and take a moment to thank my media partners. KGay 103.1 Palm Springs. Ask your smart speaker to open KGAY. GayDesertGuide.lgbt. The Palm Springs Post, locally owned neighborhood news. And Pink Media. Find them at pinkmedia.lgbt. PromoHomo.TV is a viewer-supported online television network. For exclusive content, pledge as little as $10 a month at patreon.com/PromoHomo.TV. Now let's hear from some of my very generous patrons.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Samo.
And I'm Kelly Watson. We love supporting PromoHomo.TV and Nichoas's work. The importance of LGBTQ media cannot be overemphasized.
And Nichoas makes this world a better place for all of us.
Oh, I love Ronnie and Kelly. That's who you saw at the very end of that tape. So, all right, so I'm going to show you what I see now, what I've seen from the moment that I have filed my appeal. Every time I go to Facebook, I see this. And it says, Nichoas, you submitted appeal. Now it says on May 5th, but so their clock must have been on Eastern Standard Time, because in Pacific Daylight Time, I submitted the appeal on May 4th. What happens next? It usually takes us over a day to review your information. If we find your account it usually takes us just over a day to review your information. If we find your account does follow our community standards, you'll be able to use Facebook again. If we find your account doesn't follow our community standards, it will be permanently disabled and you won't be able to appeal again. So what's the person to do? I have no access into Meta. I have no phone numbers. I have researched a variety of emails. I've emailed without response. And it is now May 21st. So it's like 17 days later and no action. In the meantime, I'm cut off from the 30 to 50,000 people that I reach every month in that environment. And in addition to that, I'm cut off from my friends, my family, people all over the world that I've been engaged with for a long, long time. And in some instances, my only contact information for them and vice versa is in the Facebook environment. So this is rather upsetting. And I'm just being patient. I don't know if you know the Serenity Prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So right now, I'm not letting this freak me out too much. I'm just going about my life, and I'm grateful that there are other options. Now, what's so interesting to me, you see under my name there on the screen, at PromoHomo.TV. Well, that's my Instagram address, which is owned by Meta. My Instagram account is functioning. I think that's also how you find me on Threads. That's functioning. I am still active on WhatsApp. All three of those platforms are owned by Meta, and I'm not being challenged there. So that's what's going on. And just remember, you can join my private community for free at patreon.com/PromoHomo.TV. And if you actually decide to pledge at least $10 a month, which helps support my decades of multimedia entertainment activism, then you have access to exclusive content. And I just want you to know that one of the pieces of exclusive content that you have access to there is my full-length documentary, Tinseltown's Queer, 30 Years Later. And recently I put up for my exclusive subscribers a full concert performance. I did a cabaret show at the famous Cinegrill at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel in 1998, in April of 1998. And that went on to be a very significant piece of historic video, and I have now put that online. And that's one of the benefits if you join my private network. I was seeing if I had the movie trailer for that. I do have the trailer for that film. I'm going to show it now, and then I'm going to come back with some final remarks and tell you what's next regarding my Facebook dilemma, as well as my Pride Month programming coming up in June 2026. Here is the trailer for that documentary. And once again, it's available to people that pledge $10 a month or more in my Patreon community. And I'll give you that address again after this.
Hi, this is Melissa Etheridge, and you're watching Tinseltown's Queer.
Oh dear, the Tinseltown Queer.
Are we rolling?
I want my queer TV.
Hi, I'm Drew Carey, and I want my queer TV. We want our queer TV.
I am Christina Applegate, and I want my queer TV.
I am Katie Segal, and you are watching Tinseltown's Queer from the Playboy Mansion. I mean, how cool is that?
It's very cool.
We're at the Playboy Mansion.
Well, welcome.
I refer to my show lovingly as a Queen's version of Larry King because it's a timely show with timely guests, and I often have viewer call in.
On cable access, I flipped around and seen it.
Oh, well, that's cool. I've seen your show, too.
But I know of you, at least.
Oh, well, that's so cool.
It's great for a cable access show.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Camera and everything, that's really cool.
Well, thank you.
Hi, I'm the lovely Carol, real girl, and you're watching Tinseltown's Queer. Oh,
That's me.
there he is. You big old queer. And I meant that only in the nicest of ways.
You're watching Tinseltown's Queer.
Hi, this is Cassandra Peterson, sometimes known as Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and I always watch the Tinseltown Queer. Hi, I'm Brenda Vaccaro, and you're watching Tinseltown's Queer.
This is Christina Applegate, and you are watching Tinseltown's Queer.
Hi, we're the Chanel twins, and you're watching Tinseltown Queer. Don't go away.
I've been somewhat of an activist. Over the years, I've figured out that as much as I'm interested in being successful in Hollywood, what really is important to me is using my body as a vessel, an instrument of communication to express whatever glimpses of truth that I might grasp, and to listen to you and to whatever glimpses of truth that you have grasped. Because as we share those glimpses with one another, we elevate consciousness, we decrease ignorance, and we make the world a better place.
And today on the show, I'm very proud to feature the co-chairs of the Black, Gay, and Lesbian Leadership Forum. I have Valerie Wagner on the show. Welcome, Valerie.
Thank you.
And Gregory May. Welcome to the show.
Here with Sheila James Kuehl in the home stretch of her historic campaign. How does it feel?
Feels wonderful. I've gotten so much wonderful support, and the community is very proud.
I've had the opportunity to meet wonderful people in my day, and Marlon Brando for one, but I have never been so awestruck as to sit next to Quentin Crisp. Welcome, Quentin. It's really a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Salim, happy Gay Pride.
Thank you. We are promoting for the peace between the Jewish and the Palestinians.
Yeah, here we are in this studio here today, these 40 years later, reaching all those people out there. Yes, it lasted.
Around a lot of people I know who are closeted gay actors they want to come out, they're afraid to, but the people around them, their publicists, their managers are saying, don't, you can't, don't do it. We're talking about top people. But you're doing it the other way around. You're coming out first, and then you're trying to get into the industry.
Well,
it's going to be harder.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be easy.
Excuse me, are you the queen? I have to guess the queen. Are you queer or are you gay? What are you now? What are we? We have to redefine ourselves. Are we codependents or alcoholics? Are we tops or bottom? Butches or femmes? Queer or gay? How many T-shirts can we own?
I don't know. I own a few. What's your favorite?
What's my favorite? Butch enough.
As you saw in the opening credits, this is Stonewall, 25 Years of Queers. And actually, I'm Nicholas Snow, the Tinseltown Queer, and we're in your face about Stonewall 25.
In a way, we are great leaders on the planet, helping to create a new vision and a new frontier.
Wow. It's always a trip to look back on that. So you might be wondering, was that a perm? No, my hair is naturally that curly when I let it get longer and I let the curl come out. And no, I'm not naturally that blonde. I was, that was in the early, most of that footage is in the 1990s, and I'm 64 right now. So am I well preserved? You be the judge of that. But that's one of the things available if you pledge $10 a month in my private community, but you can engage with me for free. There is a free option as well. And I invite you to do that. So what's happening next regarding my suspension from Facebook is that I'm just going to give it a couple more weeks to see if they revisit this appeal that was supposed to take about a day. At that point, it will be about a month. And I consider myself a really significant, powerful, independent media voice, but Facebook is a big piece of that. And I will work to elevate a news story about my experience if this appeal isn't taken up within the next couple of weeks. That's what I'm going to do. If you have suggestions, by all means, reach out to me. And by the way, if you've been watching this and have been commenting, and I haven't put your comments on the screen, it's because I'm pre-recording this the morning of May 21st to broadcast at 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, because I will be on assignment at 5 p.m. So that is what's going on. I thank you for watching. I am going to take a pause in my programming until June to hopefully resolve this Facebook issue. And in June, I'm going to bring my coverage of the recent Harvey Milk Diversity Breakfast, among other Pride-related programming. And I will have some pop-up programming between now and then every week, but not in my usual Thursday live time slot. So be sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel or follow me on LinkedIn. And since this episode is less than 20 minutes long, it can go to Instagram in its entirety, which I'm going to do as well. So thank you for watching, and the adventure continues decades later.
In a safe place, I got room to breathe. Been a long chase, but at last I'm free. These open woods, I knew I could find peace here. Nothing like the city where I got tired of the running, the catching up. I got hungry for the stunning high mountain tops. So I made some plans, some dreams to catch, some promised lands to find my path, see the planet.
I want to thank you for watching and take a moment to thank my media partners. KGay 103.1 Palm Springs. Ask your smart speaker to open KGAY. GayDesertGuide.LGBT. The Palm Springs Post, locally owned neighborhood news. And Pink Media. Find them at pinkmedia.lgbt.